Hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Himeutsugi. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is doing well on this fine day. I'm gonna turn up the gain a little bit. I feel like my voice is a bit more quiet than usual. There we go, there we go. Hi, hi, hi. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let me see. Believe Chipper Pigeon got first again. I had to refresh my chat, so I lost some of those redeems, but that's what I remember seeing. Then hello to Woven. Hello Mr. Schaff. Hello Killer Flame. Hello Zach. Cheeky with the funny number check-in. Hello, hello, hello Taro. I know Naya is kind of in and out, but hi Naya. And then I see someone else who's contributed to the challenge. I try to honor the quiet hellos, but thank you for popping in. Yeah, we are pretty close to completion on that How to Full Boyfriend community challenge. It's at 86%, so I'm pretty sure we'll reach it, but we got a little bit left to go. It's not quite 30,000 points, but yeah, we got a little bit. I'm hyped, not gonna lie. I just realized I got money and can afford the print version of Cloud Empress. Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know that Cloud Empress was still in print. Like, well, that's not quite the right word to say, but I remember looking at it like relatively recently and seeing that everything was like out of stock still, so that's awesome. Before we get into the cross stitch, I actually have a very exciting package that I got yesterday from Dispel Dice. This is a pre-order that has been super delayed. It got delayed so many times they sent everybody like a $15 gift card, among other things, because it was so delayed. But I'm really excited, so I thought I would unbox that for you all, since it's, you know, it's something that you all would be interested in as well. But this is the set of dice / the book that came for Eat the Reich, which I realize it is very reflective, so if you can see all the reflections of my my empty sparkling water cans over there, it's all shiny, and I guess I could just remove the shrink wrap and then it wouldn't be so shiny. Man, it's beautiful. Alright, let me remove this shrink wrap. Where did I put my stuff? Hello, hello. Thanks for checking in. Okay, let me see here. So I didn't want to show that off, and then it does come with matching dice, which this is still a game that I would really love to run sometime. Maybe I'll do that for October, we'll see. Tuesday night game sold out in like a day or something, if I remember correctly, when it restocked. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Because I remember that was a game that I was also interested in, and it just like out of stock all the time. But I'm glad that you were able to get it. That's awesome. It's just part of my never-ending backlog. Yeah, this is a soft cover, I think. Okay, here it is. Now it's not quite so reflective. Well, it is, but it isn't. So it has this nice textured... I don't know how to... There's a word for this type of printing that I don't know, but it's gorgeous. And the front cover has like a little window. Does it fold out like this? So the little person in the cell, you see, it's like beautiful. This is a work of art right here. Eat the Reich. The year is 1943. Europe is in flames. You are a unit of crack vampire commandos with a single objective: drink all of Adolf Hitler's blood and fatally destabilize the Nazi war machine. Look at that. And the back cover is really pretty too, with all of that. Again, I don't know the name for this type of printing. I would recognize it if I saw it, but off the top of my head I don't remember. But it's really cool. The texture of it. It's like, I love this color scheme. The design is like absolutely gorgeous. And it's not a big book at all. Oh my gosh, look at these, like, okay, the back cover does this like open thing to hacking together your own vampires. Here's like a little page with the... Dang, this is so cool. I'm in love with this. This is so beautiful. Oh gosh. This is absolutely gorgeous. This book. It is not very big at all. It's less than 100 pages. Almost like more of a zine. because you definitely could have probably fit this content. Oh my gosh, the old style with like, you know, the text typewriter type font. You know, oh man. Oh, this book is a work of art. Hi, Cassie! This book is absolutely a work of art. Dang, I want to play this game so bad. Just add that to my thing. Hang on, I just saw the word gay. Avoid in-depth identity trauma narratives. For example, if you're not gay and you play a gay vampire, it's fine to mention you've experienced homophobia or that you hate Nazi oppression of gay people, but steer away from elaborate descriptions of anti-gay violence you may have experienced in your backstory. Yeah. Makes sense. It's not really what this is about. Don't know who you're traumatizing, but I guess that all just comes down to like who you're playing with. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's beautiful. She's perfect. What? Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Look at them. This is so cool. This is so cool. Man, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run this at some point. I don't know when. I don't know when. I don't know when it is, but I'm gonna run this at some point, so get in the Discord. We'll talk about it. October's gonna be tough. I'll have to I have so many games I want to run and I want to play. I wonder if this year, instead of me DMing all of the weekend one-shots, if I can get some friends to DM as well, and so that way I can play a little bit. That's selfish of me. Man, okay, but yeah, so this is the book that it came with. I'm honestly not sure what caused the delay, because they didn't really explain. They were just like, we're sorry, it's still delayed, here's 15 bucks. But this, I want to say, I pre-ordered this in like October or something. Like, it's been a minute. It has been a hot minute. And I got it yesterday. But yeah, absolutely worth the wait. Look at this book. Holy moly, it is so pretty. Okay, so there's the book, and and then of course, it's not just the book. The whole reason it came from the spell dice is it came with a bunch of dice. Yeah, I've processed my trauma, but the other players might not have. Exactly. That's all it is. And I think especially if you are not from the marginalized community as the character that you are playing. Oh, also, hi, Jake. I think that cover style is called embossed carved foil stamp. You're right, but embossing is a little different. I think when it's like printed in this like plasticky material, there's like a name. There's a very specific name for it that I am not remembering. I see it all the time in like crowdfund campaigns. They're like, oh, we'll be able to afford this thing, and I cannot remember off the top of my head what it is, but it is some sort of like embossment for sure. Yeah. Also, hi, Regain. Not selfish at all. Yeah, it might be a little selfish, but like justifiably selfish, I think. Okay, but here's the dice. I think I got both of them. I think I got both of the sets of dice that it comes with. Hang on, bend over, so I'm gonna cover this for a second. Okay, there's two. Got you on the TV and our kits in front of us. Oh, I love that. We're doing a brief unboxing with these beautiful dice that I got with the Eat the Reich book, and then I promise I'm not pivoting. There's still gonna be cross stitch. I just wanted to do this first, and knowing the community I have, I knew that you guys would be interested as well. So here, I feel bad because I try not to be like a hoarder when it comes to holding on to packaging and stuff. So I honestly, for example, I get this quarterly box from Olive and Archer and Olive, of stationery, and it always comes in this beautiful box, and every individual item is in another beautiful box, and I always send those to the recycle, even though it's beautiful, because even as much as I want to be like, I want to hoard this, there's no, like, what am I gonna do with this empty box afterwards? You know what I mean? Like, you just have to be realistic. And I live in a townhouse, okay? I live in a little itty-bitty house. It's about the size, like, my brother's condo is the same size as my house, okay? So I don't have, okay, back step a second. I live in a small house, and I own Kingdom Death Monster. I can't afford more clutter. You know what I mean? Oh, spot gloss. Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is. That sounds right. Something spot gloss. Something gloss sounds right. Spot is it UV? I think it's UV gloss or something like that. Something to do with UV. Now that you've mentioned gloss, but yeah, I think you're right. It's something like that. I try not to be a hoarder of packaging. Just this morning, found the box I got Swords and Wizardry in. That's literally just a cardboard box with a. So, fun fact: when I got my copy of Menagerie of, is it Menagerie of Broken Things? I think. It came in a cardboard box with a stamp on it, and the stamp was so cute. It's like the breadworm stamp. That's like Tanya Herrero's like symbol, I guess. And I didn't want to keep the box, but I cut out I don't know if it's still on my desk. I might have moved it. But I cut out the piece of the cardboard that had the stamp on it so I could keep that. UV spot gloss. There we go. There we go. We worked together. We came up, we did it together. Thank you. Thank you, Zach. But yeah, let's see. I saw somebody else's message. Let me scroll up a little bit. Oh, hi VTpo. Hi, gonna watch it for a bit before having to do the rest of my chores, then after if you still happen to be live. Oh, okay, yeah. Welcome in. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I do know that the Magic Cup is going to be later in the afternoon, so I will not be able to stream super long into that, but I also know we're starting with the losers bracket, and because I was in the, I want to very graciously, like, loosely say that I did make it to the semifinals, so I'm not participating in the losers bracket until closer to the end of it. But yeah, I do have a time limit because that is in the afternoon. But yeah, so these are just the two boxes, and like I just said, I try not to hoard packaging, but dang, I might have to keep this. Like, I do throw out all of the other Dispel dice comes in these beautiful boxes with this like fake velvet on the inside, you know, like I've recycled all of those or thrown them out, whatever. I might have to keep these because it's different. It's beautiful. I may just have to keep these for display. That's tough though. That's a toughie. But yeah, so let's look at these. I believe Eat the Reich is only played with D6s. So these are all D6s, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I guess we'll find out when I open it. Also, hi Jinx! Good to see you. These are 100% keepers. I'm so glad that I have the community that I do that understands. So this set is called Fluorescent Flesh. Yeah, so this is just the general Dispel box. Like, usually they're bigger, because I'll buy like the full sets of 7 or whatever, but this is, you know, because it's just the D6s. These boxes, they're beautiful. They're very well made. Beautifully crafted. I don't usually keep them because I just take all of my dice and put them in my giant like dice Santa bag thing. Okay, so I don't usually keep them, but I'll keep these because they're beautiful. Yeah, that is some fancy packaging. I keep the dice I got for Root, Avatar, and Rapscallions. Oh, Rapscallion. In their boxes, which aren't even that fancy. Dispel dice is very fancy. Like, I know the dice are expensive. I always wince a little bit whenever I like promote their stuff, but they're gorgeous and they're beautifully crafted, worth the wait. Their customer service, you know, top notch. Pre-orders just get delayed. Stuff just gets delayed. I wasn't expecting anything. I never even complained, but the fact that they just point blank just sent everybody like, hey, we're so sorry this has been delayed. Here's $15 is like, that's awesome. That's A+. Anyways. Oh, this tilted up. I'm gonna wait for the camera to focus. Come on, focus. Look at that. Zoom in. Get a little closer. Holy cannoli. These are beautiful. Oh, I don't know if you can hear. This one is glittery. Let's see if it'll focus. Can you see that like subtle little sparkle to it? I don't know, it doesn't want to focus. Oh, there it goes. Almost feels like each individual die in the collection should have had its own name. then here's the third one. It has like faces on it, kind of. Focus. 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 Maybe it's confused. There's too much in the background there. Focus. Camera. There it goes. Never mind my, like, really gross fingernails. I really need to get back into painting my nails. You know, sometimes you just get into those depressive spirals and you don't want to do something that you've done for ages and love. That's me with my nails right now. They're hardly fit to be seen. Come on. Focus. I wish there was a focus button on this like there is on the DocuCam. There isn't. Come on. Focus. The autofocus is very... There it goes. I think these are bones on this one. Yeah, it's like a spine. Alright, so that's the first set. Yeah, I might keep these in their box and not throw them in with all the other ones so they don't get separated. Ooh, yeah, I'd keep that packaging. Dice. Don't need my dice! It even says on the big box, like, here, see? I will not eat the dice. So do not nom my dice. They're not for eating. I love little shinies. I know, I figured you guys would appreciate this. Closest I got to that is Room 1 cards, where I got that pair of decks mentioned. I go with, to go with Mothership in the box they go in. Unreasonably fancy. Yeah, I did get the Mothership box set, but I wish I had held out and gotten the deluxe set, because I was just like, what if I get the deluxe set and then I don't like Mothership? So I chickened out. Shouldn't have. The 2D effect on each of the sides is a pretty original aesthetic. That one kind of looks like lily pads. You can see that. Hi, Silver! But crunchy rocks, imminently eatable dice. I will eat the dice. I'll be fine. No! Oh my God. Y'all are funny. Yeah, that's what I love about Dispel, is that they are beautifully... the art on them is just beautifully done. It's not like they come up with one pattern and slap that on all of the dice in each set without thinking. It's very beautifully crafted. Okay, so that's the first one. So that one was Fluorescent Flesh. I'll put that away. Look, the very first thing says inedible. Okay, hang on. Zoom. Come on, autofocus. Come on, autofocus. Work. Work. Wish there was... Come on. Ugh. It says inedible right there. Oh my gosh, you're making me look bad. Gotta focus. You would think the camera would know to focus when I'm shoving something in its face, but no. Anyway, just trust. It says inedible. Okay, so that was the first set. Adike Hime, I can't read it. Oh my god. Why won't it focus? Why won't it focus? It's making me look bad. Zoom! No, not that zoom. Oh my god. I can't with this. Come on. Whee! This makes it feel like I'm feeding you guys. Here comes the choo-choo train! Man, okay, well, trust. It says inedible. Anyways, I'm gonna bend down for a second, so let me cover this. Put this on the shelf. The husband built these nice little shelves for me that I can display stuff in. They're actually just from Walmart and they're made out of plastic, but they do look very cute. Computer zoom enhance. Yeah, it's the wrong kind of zoom. See, you're trying to feed us dice. No, I'm feeding you a box. You can't eat the dice. I guess you could eat the box. Anyway, here's the second set. This one is called Neon Rot, so you can tell you have an idea what that's gonna look like. The box should be edible, no? Yeah, the box is made of paper. It's kind of, the dice have phased through the velvet. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay. So this is the set of 6. I love how true to the book colors they are, too. It's beautiful. Very intentionally designed, you can tell. I'm the biggest shill for Dispel Dice. I'm sorry. Sponsor me! Actually, I don't know what I would do with a Dispel Dice sponsorship. I've bought pretty... There's only a handful of dice that are for sale from them that I love that I haven't bought, honestly. Wow. This looks like... I don't know, it's got like little valves stuck in it. It's really pretty. See, I'm trying to do the influencer thing. If I have it behind my hand, maybe it'll focus better. There. Look. Focus. Camera, focus. I bonked it a couple of times. That didn't seem to help. Unfortunate. Come on. Come on. That's not the face you will see often. Please. Please focus. That's the best I'm gonna get. Ooh. So shiny. Okay. The second one. Ooh, this is really pretty. Very wispy looking. Mood, but with a few different brands of cards, low-key why I wanted to set up so I could show off the physical cards when doing a card-based game. Yeah. Okay, come on. Whee! Or maybe I need to do this and it'll focus. Nope. Come on, there it goes. Yeah, this one is really, like, wispy. It's cool. Ooh, ah. Only at Mattress Giant. You know. Ooh. This one looks like lily pads. It's neat. It's like swamp. It's giving swamp water. Come on. There it goes. These are so pretty. Alright, and the last one. It's like a hot pink. There's like a... Looks like some oh, it's a hand or some fingers that are sort of falling apart. Come on. These are so beautiful. Yeah, I could imagine playing... I'm obviously playing this game or playing some other sort of like zombie apocalypse type game and rolling these. They would look so beautiful on camera with the way the colors pop. Wow. So pretty. Yeah, those are 100% worth the wait. Like, beautiful. And the book is beautiful, the dice are beautiful, everything is beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna cover this up while I bend over. Dice looks great. Yeah! Doom Bear. Doom Bear is such a cute... Doom Bear cave. Oh gosh. I don't go in there. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me see. Let me prop these on the shelf real quick. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of my, like, card decks and tarot things on this little display shelf, because they're beautiful, but also it keeps them within reach, like, relatively within reach for me, which I appreciate, so... Yeah, the pretty dice. Yeah, you came at the very tail end of that, sort of dice thing. Oh, I did want to show, hang on. Cover this again for a second. I did get my Honest dice recently, and I don't know if I showed those, so I do want to show those really quick as well. Those were not... I got those a little while ago, but I do want to show them because they're pretty neat. Ugh. Probably won't go into as much detail as I did just now, but... Okay, so the thing with Honest dice is they're supposed to be more balanced because of the placement of the numbers. So you'll see that it is... Oh, thank you! I don't know, they feel different. They feel really light in my hand compared to other dice. But yeah, apparently for Honest dice, it is the placement of the numbers make it more truly random. And that's been the case. So I've used these a little bit while playing, and I definitely feel that that's the case. I remember using this D4 and getting like a pretty even spread of like each of the numbers. So hi Isaac! So I'm not sure... I'm sure there's like a whole scientific reason, mathematical reason for it that I'm not aware of, but it does seem to be the case with the D6, and I think I've used the D4, the D6. Maybe I don't know if I've used the D8 yet, but yeah, they're really pretty. I got two sets, so I got this one, and they're like pink and sparkly on the inside, and Kai will appreciate that it's not a caltrop shape. It's like the gem shape for the D4 because this is more actually rollable. Was their philosophy? Does it go in like this? It goes in this way. Yeah. So that was that set. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to find some more tarot-based games as an excuse to use different tarot decks. One hack of a game I started cooking up literally just as an excuse to play something, but with tarot cards, so I can use a particular deck with it. Oh yeah, His Majesty the Worm. Those are pretty. Uh-oh, D6 is not here. I did not put that. It's on my desk somewhere with all my other dice. I'll find it. Anyway, yeah. So I did use the D6, and this set that I got does come with this ginormous D20. Like relatively chunk. It's not the biggest type, but it is definitely bigger than standard. Because so this is the D20 that came in the second set. Which, come on, zoom, zoom, focus. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I got that, and that may have been what actually got me. Oh, okay, to get my first tarot deck. Yeah, so there's this one, which again, if you know how small my hands are, there's that. But for comparison's sake, let me grab another D20 off my desk. That's like a standard size D20. Yeah, so quite chunky. These are so pretty, I'm gonna cry. If nothing else, I have exquisite taste in dice. Okay, this came from the Menagerie of Broken Things Kickstarter, so this was the Bloom. Oh, that story. Just thinking about it hurts me. But this is the Bloom one, and then I think I have the Red King, I think the name is. The vampire one. I have that one too. But yeah, so it's quite large, and you can see that the distribution of numbers is different because it's like an 8 here, but it's a 2 on this one. So you can see that the number distribution is different from the standard. It's apparently more fair. It feels that way. I don't know where I have put the D6 that came with this collection. It must be on my desk somewhere. I don't immediately see it, but there are, to be fair, a lot of dice on my desk. Like, if I just reach over and take a random handful, like here's a random handful of dice off of my desk. I have a lot of dice, okay. Actually, this set that I just picked up, all of them except one. No, these two are not. Nope, I think this one is. No, this is an everything dice. These are all Dispel dice. This one came from Everything Dice, which I also really like. This is from Dreamy Dice, which I adore. Dreamy Dice are really expensive though because they are all small batch. And then this is from, I don't know, but a student got me a set of this dice. They're really cute. Rounded corners though. I don't know, I like my dice to have, I like my sharp dice that hurt when I pick them up. Ugh, they hurt me physically and mentally. I really love these, like, opalescent. Oh, I got these from Dispel relatively recently too. Sort of like cyber pink. They're really pretty. Great collection. Yeah, if nothing else, I am very proud of my dice collection. Continues to grow, and you know what? I stream it. I stream using them all the time, so can't even feel mad about it. This is my bread and butter right here. Of course, it's gonna be. Of course, I'm gonna have to put emphasis on it. All right. Now, this is another one where the honest dice, I do want to kind of keep them together, so I have kept the packaging instead of immediately throwing them out. But, alright, put those on the ground. Am I missing anything else? Okie dokie. Alright. For a vampire game, it would fit to use that dice that have bite to them. I know, right? Partially blame His Majesty the Worm for my tarot goblining. Yeah! Well, they just put out Hidden Isles for sale again on BackerKit, like, for pre-order, so if you haven't played that one, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And then, of course, my game, Ballads of Dawn, uses tarot as well. It's tarot and dice. Great collection. Yeah, I thought about going all tarot the way His Majesty the Worm does, but I love dice too much to make a game that doesn't have any dice, so it uses a combination of dice and tarot cards. I think I've seen a vampire game that used 2d4 for that very reason. Yeah. The pain reminds you of your place as a filthy dice hoarder. The stabbing creates a stigmata of greed and sin. That is a very poetic way to rationalize dice hoarding. I don't know, rationalize is not the quite word, but it makes it sound much more poetic than it is. Alright, I'm wearing shorts today because it's super hot. So you may see flashes of my leg here and there as I do my usual terrible postures, so apologies in advance. It is what it is. But yeah, I've managed to avoid dice hoarding with tarot, but see, Killer, once you actually start playing the 100 million games that are in your library, you're gonna start collecting and hoarding dice too. I know you. Hey, if... okay. Alright, so now we're gonna actually get to, cross stitch. I think I'm gonna work on the hand first. Hime, why are you wishing this pain upon me? I don't wish pain upon you. I wish for you to join me in purgatory, that's all. It's out of love, that's all. Hi, Revy! Good way to fatten up a dice collection is wargaming. Yep, yeah, I have a lot of those. Also because not only do I wargame, but the, army that I play, they have lots of attacks, so I would often be rolling like 28 dice at a time. This is a fake mimosa. It is sparkling water and orange juice. Okay. So that's my drink for the morning. Get that vitamin C in there. When I went to the spa the other day, and I got my scrub, the lady next to me was like coughing and hacking up a lung, and I'm just like, why would you go to the spa when you're sick? Because it's warm and like humid and your germs are just getting everywhere, so I just like stuffed myself with vitamin C and ginger, and I have not gotten sick yet, knock on wood. And hopefully I don't. But so people are so inconsiderate, people just crazy. Alright, so I mean, I do too. I would definitely just have a bag of dice I pull from. That's me. That's me, baby. I've got a dice. One of the bags from Dispel Dice is like lucky bags. I just have one of those, and I just shove all the dice in there. I used to have a dice bag that's like sectioned for my sets, but then once I had more sets than the dice bag had sections for, I just gave up on the idea. The D6s are usually mismatched from other sets since Loa uses a full RPG set but is also a D6 pool, right? Thankfully, I already have enough dice that when I was like, I'll bring some polyhedral sets in her favorite colors, I had like 7 sets, and that was after narrowing down. I'd love that for you. Living your best maximalist life. Okay, so here we are. I was working on this a little bit yesterday during the Magic Cup as well. So it's made some progress. We're getting there. I don't think I do dice by character. I don't do dice by character either. I just do dice based on like what I like. Now, when I am playing in a campaign, I will then choose from my many dice. I will usually be like, okay, well, I'm gonna roll these specifically for this character. But recently I've been playing a lot of, just realized there's like this stitch that's sticking out in a weird way. Recently I've been doing a lot of campaigns that are like online though, so I've been losing that aspect a little bit. I did agree to volunteer DM at the library. My friend is a librarian, and my friend who DMs for our offline D&D campaign is a librarian, and he has had me DM a couple of times on like a volunteer basis, and I'm supposed to be doing that I think in December again, so yay. I do bring out all my dice and I let people borrow them during those occasions. It's a lot of fun, but I also do shill for Dispel Dice at that point, so I apologize to all the people that I have inadvertently gotten. You got Dispel Dice. Once you start with Dispel Dice, there's no end to it. Yeah, there's like a little piece that's sticking out here. Try to fix it. I don't have the what happened to my little seam ripple thing? Didn't drop on the ground, did I? I don't see it. Feel. I'm surely going to need it. Where did I put it? Why can't I see it on my desk? Man. Hang on, and I'm gonna cover the camera for a second so that I don't accidentally dox myself while I'm looking around my desk. Where the heck? Oh, there it is. Immediately found it. Alright. I don't know, blah blah blah. I got until this moment kitten-free stitching, but she has now joined to chase the string. I love that. Trying to play Forbidden Lands for better or for worse. Required buying multiple sets of dice to Frankenstein together set to work since it needs 3 different d6 pools, then also higher polyhedrals, so a coherent set of dice is a whole ordeal to put together. Oh my gosh. I'm proud of you, thanks. I'm learning. I am... Like, how many times does Hime have to dox themselves to learn not to dox themselves? The answer? A whole lot. But I think I've been pretty good. The last couple of these cam streams, I don't think I have exposed anything. I have my hair tied up today, again, because it's hot, and also so that when I lean forward, it doesn't, like, block the camera. But I did change into a very cute shirt. That way, when I lean forward, you all can see my cute shirt. It's like, it's from, Morning Witch. It's got like snakes and the orchids. I don't know, snakes and some kind of plant. It's actually a very cute shirt. It's got a very cute pattern of snakes on it. I love Morning Witch. Yeah, okay. You've been really good. Thank you. I try. Sometimes an old bird can learn new tricks. Hell yeah. Snake. I love snakes. Okay, so we are working on this today. So I'm on this half of the eye, and then I'm gonna go back to this side and work my way down. But we're getting... I want to say we're at about the halfway point, give or take. Yeah, so I was working on this a little bit during the Magic Cup, but then, especially later, the matches got really intense, and I was just, like, glued to the screen, like, oh my god, what? What just happened? I don't understand, but that's so cool. The Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Masters, y'all. I am honestly just so happy that I got a win off of Chuck, because Chuck is so good, and I was like, I knew I was gonna lose, but I was like, it's best out of 3. If I can win 1, you know, and force the tiebreak, then I will consider, like, I'll consider that a win for myself. And I did! I did! So, super happy about that. Yeah, it reminds me I've been wanting to get this Hanafuda poker card deck. That's cool. Hanafuda is really fun. I went through a whole phase. Actually, my name, Himeutsugi, comes from this character in a visual novel, like a otome game, that is a Hanafuda related one. You have to play Hanafuda in the game. Forever a sucker for cards that are like poker cards, but also I'm excited for today's. Me too! I think I cooked hard on my one team that I made. That being said, I made them a while ago, and we'll see if I actually remember what my strategy was. I might not. But I know I was cooking when I made them. New shuttle has departed London Station. It's a raid. Hi, London. Thank you so much for the raid. We have a London raid thing. I mean, unless Killer's already getting it. One of us is getting it. Oh my god, it's a space. Yeah, one of us is getting it. You can get it? Okay, awesome. I am trying to get to it. You might have it a little bit more easily. It's here somewhere. Did you pin it? Thank you. Could you pin that when you have a chance so that I can more easily get to it too? And the off chance that London raids when you're not around. But yeah, so London is raiding from YouTube, but Wonderful Killer Flame did put together a little message there. Guys, I just had the wildest stream talk about capitalism and AI and systems and platforms. My brain is tired. I understand. My brain would be tired too. Oh my goodness. I even cried a bit. Oh my gosh. It's powerful. Definitely have to check out that VOD then. Goodness. Classic London stream. Love that. But yeah, if you are not already following London over in over on the Red website, please do. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, we are cross-stitching, so if you have to raid and run, I understand. Please take care of yourself, especially since you had such a, like, I don't know if heavy is the right word, but like, dang. You know, you need a second. No, that's why I have to stick around and decompress. Fair, hey. Yeah, you do you. Cognitively intense. That's the word. I'm lurking a bit, configuring stuff with my home lab. Oh, okay. Hi, Sunset! Yeah, well, if you want to stick around, please do. Love to have everyone. Just don't want you to, you know, just want you to feel safe to, like, you don't be forced to be here if you gotta, you know, eat, sleep, whatever the case may be. I understand sometimes after a stream you may be a little dead. Sorry, somebody messaged me and I was having to look at that. Sorry, I was distracted for a second. Give me pin perms. You can't pin in mod chat. What? Really? Okay, well, I will pin it. That's weird. Huh. Let me check. There it goes. I'm not sure why it doesn't let you by default, but I went ahead and... Huh. Weird. You should be able to now. I am not sure why that wasn't automatic, but okay. Very strange. Scroll up and catch up on chat. Sorry, I have a friend not having a good time right now. So I was just telling them that I will check in later. I did say that I could pause stream if need be. They did not want me to do that, so... Yay. I'm excited for more cross-stitch, because eventually I'm going to commission something from one of you. Oh my gosh. Aww. I am very slow with crafts, and so don't know if that would... Unfortunately, as much as I would love to offer, you might not get the thing for like 2 years. So, I don't know about that, but, yeah, I promised a student I would knit her a hat, and it has been, like, 3 years or something, and I still haven't finished it, so I don't know. I'm very slow. Wait, what the heck? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. It's a very specific meme level thing. I want to have it as a physical aid for streams. I see. I will say, cross-stitch is very easy to do. If you are in the mood for a new hobby, it is fairly inexpensive. And very easy to pick up, because cross-stitch, to me, is just paint by numbers, but with stitches. Yeah, I've taken to not making promises because I always feel bad if I never fulfill the promise. I just try really hard not to make promises that I'm not 100% sure I can keep. For that reason, because it just makes me feel really, really bad, and then, it's not a state that I like to put myself in, so I just try really hard not to unless I must. Technically, you do owe me a craft work, don't you, Hime? Yeah! Yes, I do. And that's why I made it, like, an accessory, something that is relatively easy to do, and I am not having to do very many of them. So that's something I can commit to. The other thing that makes me feel really bad, though, is, like, whenever I've knit things for people, and I, again, very rarely do this because I know that I'm a very slow knitter and everything, but the few times I've knit things for people and given them away as gifts, the person almost never uses the thing that I made them. Like, after my mom bugged me about it for literal years, because I had knit sweaters for a friend, and she was like, well, you knit sweaters for a friend, but not for me, and I was like, that's because I know you will not wear it if I do. And she insisted, so I made her one. She has not worn it a single time. In fact, I don't think she even knows where it is. But don't worry, I do bring it up often. She gets to guilt trip me, I get to guilt trip her too. That's how it works. So now she never nags me to make her stuff anymore. Maybe I could do it myself. I had a lot of fun on my Bulbasaur crafting stream, even without a desk cam. I was just vibing. Yeah! You don't necessarily have to have a desk cam. I've seen people do crafting type streams where they just periodically pause and take a picture of it. So on the screen, it's just a picture of the work in progress that they update every so often. I want to do traditional art streams when I get a better camera. Oh yeah. If you ever need recommendations, the DocuCam that I have is pretty good, and it's less than $100. I think it was $65 or something. The camera I'm using right now is a higher quality one that Hero recommended. You can tell it's much higher quality, like higher frame rate and everything. That one was a little more pricey, but I got it during Black Friday, so it wasn't too bad. Like, I want to say it was between 100 and 200. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been like over a year. No, it hasn't. Almost. It's been almost a year. I've been tempted to get a DocuCam so I can do TCG opening or read-alongs in VC. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. But also, you can, you know, also use your phone. Especially if you're not actually VTubing, you could just connect your phone and use the camera on that. Phones are really powerful. This is a good impulse. Only big publishers should do anything other than this. I have a group of friends I knit socks for because they wear the crap out of them. That's really sweet. I'm glad. Related to why the idea of doing a Kickstarter is so intimidating to me unless I've already written everything and it's basically just like printing costs. Yeah, I'm like that as well. Like even in my former life when I was, I don't know, for lack of a better, well, when I was selling things, I just never did pre-orders and stuff because it freaked me out. The idea of like, well, what if I don't finish it? What if something happens? So, it was extremely, extremely nerve-wracking for me to put ballads up for early access, and it was only because I had multiple people bug me about it and be like, the thing is, you're going to finish it, and the early access price is so cheap that it's like, you know, I'm like, okay. At its current cost of $8, I feel like just the character creator alone is so robust that if for some reason, I don't know, I never finished ballads, well, you paid $8 for a really cool character creator. but I think about ballads all the time, and I'm constantly working on it in one way or another, so I'm not really worried about that. It's just obviously gone way past the original scope. It's gotten much bigger than I originally expected it to get. What can you... Everyone wants more burb in their life, and we will continue to force you to do it. I love that. I found this arm thing that can hold my phone in sensitive ways. Yeah, my phone's camera right now is better than any other camera I have, right? Yeah, my phone camera is actually really good too, just unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, I need it for my tracking, my VTuber model tracking, so... I just realized because of my model's placement, it looks like the top of my mic is a hat. Like a little, one of those little Russian hats. It's cute. The arm thing is a thought. Yeah, you can buy some pretty cheap little, like, phone holder arm things, like, the one that I use is a, like, I think it's a Moff stand, magnetic that holds my phone upright. Okay. Here's that part. Go up one. Mm-hmm. Okay, is this just London Bridge is falling down? We skip. Silly. It's also modular, which is neat. Like, I think you can also hold more traditional cameras. Yeah. My little tripod is like that. It has like a little arm holder stand for like a phone. Thank you. Now I can put my bridge back up. I knew I recognized that melody. Yeah, it was London Bridge is falling down. When I realized it, I was like, wait. Let's, I think multiple people would be interested in that if y'all just want to put it in the live chat channel. Oh, I think I just must have. Yeah, I did. Okay, hang on. Easy to fix mistakes in cross stitch. No, I didn't make a mistake. Or maybe I did, but it's like further up. I don't know, that's strange. Why does it look like that? Oh, it's because of that. Okay, I see. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Two, 1, 2. We go. Like, since Gladysant needs a more zoomed out view to see the whole field of cards, but something like Whispers and the walls just showing pages of the book and one card at a time, having the camera lowered down, the modularity is useful. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was something that I struggled with in Gladysant, was, turns out, was putting the grid, not just Gladysant, but similar, it's like that Carta SRD was having the grid actually on my desktop, because it turns out my desk is not big enough for it, so we ended up having to do, like, very creative, things for that. Look, moving forward, I may... Shit, that's not what I want to do. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, I see. Okay, my bad. Overthought a thing and thought I made a mistake. I didn't make a mistake. I just can't count. I guess that's a mistake. Okay. No. 3. 1, 2. No, I was right. Dang it. Then we have this 4th piece that sticks out like that. I think I miscounted something on these other rows. That's okay. It's going to be off. This pattern is going to look a little bit off, but I've decided that that is the wonky nature of linen, and the fact that I have to like double count these linen stitches is really tough. Found one on Amazon with a like to hold above project less than 40. Oh, that's awesome. There you go. I put it on medieval music, or like medieval themed music. That is what we're listening to, by the way, if anyone was curious. I have done 3 stitches. Yippee! Yeah, cross-stitching isn't too bad, right? See? Did you all know Zach is awesome? Yes. I mean, I knew that. Other people didn't. Now you do. Meanwhile, Cheeky is having regrets. No! Cross-stitch isn't too bad. Once you get into it, you'll see it's just the same thing over and over and over. There's very few special stitches compared to things like knitting and crochet. It's just go. Everything Hime says is easy. Cheeky cries. I've done 1 stitch, Hime. What? You go through the fabric. You go up. Okay. You go up through a little piece. Just imagine the whole thing is like a grid, right? You go up through the piece. You go diagonally from left to right to the other opposite corner of that little grid that you're trying to stitch. And you bring the needle down. So it's like this. It's like bottom left to top right, and then top right to bottom right, and then bottom right to top left. So you're making an X. Zach has lots of back stitches. Why are you doing something with back stitches for your beginner project? Says the person who also had back stitches in their beginner project. But listen, you can leave all the back stitches for the end anyways, so don't worry about the back stitches right now. Jeez. Yeah, I've cross-stitched, half-stitch, back-stitch, and front knot. Okay. I have done all of those. You will be fine. It's really not too bad. Cheeky just has cross-stitch. I have to mix multiple colors. It doesn't matter if you have to mix multiple colors. Changing colors is only just changing the color of thread that you use. It's not, there's no special technique. You just switch colors. You could do it, I believe. This linen project is gonna be the death of me in my eyes. Look at this, look at how tiny these are, okay? And I have to double count because for linen, I have to do 2x2 boxes instead of 1x1. This is why I keep making mistakes, because I keep forgetting that I have to count 2x2 and then I have to go back. Yeah, just skip the ones that are not the color you're using. Exactly. So for example, this part is going to be filled in, this middle part of the eye is going to be filled in with red later. I'm just ignoring it right now. So I have black thread, so I'm only doing the parts that have black thread. And then I'm going to come back and do the red ones later. You know, like that's it. This is a great pattern for starting, maybe, because there's only 2 colors. I would argue even starting with one that only has 1 color, but honestly speaking, it's really not that bad. My very first project was this one with like a whole bunch of different colors. It also had French knot and half stitches. It's really not too bad. Because the basic stitch is really easy, and then everything else is just like a variation of that basic stitch. Sorry, I'm pouring myself some more stuff. I don't want to accidentally be in frame, even though I don't think I will. I'm just out of an abundance of caution. I didn't know you could do just 1 color at a time. Yeah, so you just... So, for example, like I said, I'm skipping all of the red right now, and I'll come back and do the red later. Think of it like, you know, the way old printers used to work is it would just print lines, all the black, and then all of the yellow on top, and so forth. Did they post their patterns? Is it in the... Oh, I see them! Yay! Ooh, loops and threads. Okay, yeah, Zax does have a lot of backstitch, or, backstitching, but it doesn't really look, it doesn't look too bad. And then Cheeky's... Oh yeah, Cheeky's, yours is really not bad either, because yours doesn't have any special stitches. So what I would do is just focus on 1 color at a time, and then just go through and do all that is that color. And then when you're done, do all of the next color. So on and so forth. I think that's the easiest way. Oops. Yeah, they're both really cool though. Like old printers, but without the noise. Yeah, exactly. So just like all of 1 color, now the next color, now the next color. And that's what I was originally gonna do, but I did switch. So I did all of the red first, and then I switched to black, because I didn't want to have to count too much, because the next red wasn't until like all the way down here, and I didn't want to like count all the way down and make mistakes. So that's how I'm doing it. Thanks so much, Hime and everyone. This is a lot less stressful now. Yeah! Glad to be of service. Common chat W, yeah! I really appreciate all of Woven's insight as well. I've been trying to keep the tension light on this project. This is my first time cross-stitching on linen. We have saved the Cheeky. Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh, I messed up. appreciate that I asked for medieval music, and it is medieval music, but it's a mix of like different places, and it's not just like European medieval music, because there were in fact other countries that existed during that time. Countries and places. It's fun. I like the mix of things. Hello, I came in with Nebula's raid yesterday, but I had to leave before I could say anything. Oh, well, thanks for coming back. Miss Sorry Door. Oh my gosh. Is that an apology to doors? Do you walk into doors a lot? Oh. That was an insight passed on to me when I did my first one. It was very helpful. Yeah, I really appreciate that, because I think that's gonna help a lot when I remove it. Well, I don't know if I will remove it from the hoop, but it does help. Well, part of stitching on linen is that the grid sizes are irregular, so even without me screwing up, there were going to be some irregularities anyways, so I'm choosing to not worry about it. Are you by chance a Final Fantasy XIV player or former? Yes, I did used to play it. I don't play it anymore, but I played through all of Heavensward, and I think I ended at the very end of Heavensward, and I technically bought the expansion that came after that, but I didn't get around to playing it. I do not play anymore. Mainly just because the group of people that I played it with, I hold very near and dear to my heart, but I am no longer, like, close to any of them. And without getting super into it, it is something that my ex-girlfriend was super into, and for me, it brings back a lot of painful memories. Or I don't know if I'm not describing it quite correctly. Anyway, it has too many memories for me to want to engage with it ever again. I remember a Himeutsugi Savage Raider, but just admired from afar. Oh, that's definitely not me. But they sound like a person of taste, because Himeutsugi is a very specific name that comes from this Japanese otome game that they did finally translate it into English. I think you can get it on the Switch, but it's like a lesser known game, so if somebody else out there is using the Himeutsugi name, they're based. That's all I have to say about that. But no, that was not me. I don't think I've ever done a Savage Raid. I only ever raided with my friend group. Actually, did I do Savage Raids? Sorry if I dredged up something unpleasant. Oh, you're good. You're fine. I don't mind talking about it. It just, a lot of times people have tried to convince me to get back into playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I just like to nip those things in the bud as soon as possible, because there is absolutely 0% chance that I will play again. That's all. Okay, why does this look... This looks wrong somehow. It's supposed to be a thing... It's fine. I'll fix it. Did notice you mentioning cross-stitching Neb's stream, and I'm a stitcher too, so nice to see you doing it on stream. Yeah, I really love all sorts of like fiber crafts, and so this is one of the ones that I super enjoy, so I'm a stitcher too. I love that. Do you cross-stitch as well, or do you do other types of stitching? I cross-stitch, I knit. I am not very good at crochet, but it is something that I technically know how to do. I'm not super well, but I have crocheted like scarves and cowls and things like that before. But cross-stitching is my new thing lately that I like picking up again. I've been doing it for maybe 2 years or so, but lately I've just wanted something a little bit more quick to do than knitting. And especially because I love to knit, but it like does not get cold here, so a lot of my knitwear, I don't get to use it very often. It's kind of a shame. I only cross-stitch and on-stamped kits because I have no brain cells. Understandable. I didn't even know stamped kits were like a thing until recently, but I can imagine that they would be a lot easier to do, but you know, once you get into it, it's not too bad. It's just counting, and you can draw on the grids. I didn't on this one. But I've used like my fabric markers to mark you could make your own grids and stuff, so it's not too bad. I just find that a lot of the patterns that I like to do are these kind of, you know, gothic-y patterns that don't tend to be available all the time when stamping and such. Okay, so I got that part done. So that part of the eye is complete. Now I can move over here. Yeah, sticking to a stamp means I'm really limited in pattern choices, sadly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I highly recommend that you go out of your comfort zone a little bit, because if you've already gotten used to doing it unstamped, the only thing you're missing is counting, you know? And you know, counting and then using the little fabric marker to mark places that you would like to stitch, you know, it makes it really not too bad. Fabric 2, no stamped on linen, even weave. Yeah, there's that too. Going to Japan this October and might drop by a cross-stitch shop. Might look for a counted kit there. Oh, nice! Yeah, Japan has a lot of really cute, cozy shops. I wasn't into cross-stitch when the last times I've been, but their knitting shops are so cute. So cute. I would really love to go back, especially because I really want to see my in-laws, but the husband has a green card, and so there's complications when we travel sometimes, and with the, shall we say, current administration, we just fear that bad things will happen. So we've been shying away going back. It makes me really sad because one of my nieces, like the last time I saw her, she was like 2, and she's becoming like a little adult now. Ugh. Really hope we can make it back there this year. Maybe not in 2026, but I think in 2027. First seller I found had it at 200 something. Nice! Yeah, these are things that are nice to get used, the little arms and stuff, because not like the arm getting used a little bit is going to change the way it works. Oh, this is coming out pretty nice. Even with the little irregularities, I feel like that just gives this some, you know, some personality. Speaking of stitching, Gloria is a tabletop JRPG that uses stitching on a graph canvas paper to deal damage. They call it ley lines. Wait! I thought I was pretty aware of the TTRPGs that use stitching, but I hadn't seen that one. Okay, I'm going to make a note of that to look into later. That's awesome. Is that the dreaded DMC 310, by the way? It is, and that's so funny that you recognize it immediately. Yes, that is the dreaded. It's the 310. The 310. If you know, you know. Why is it dreaded? I'm curious. That's funny. Well, I just realized my stitches are wrong. They aren't connected. Oopsie. Oh. When you do a long line, what I do is I do the diagonals, so I just go from left to right, and I just do all of the diagonals going that way, and then you can do all the other diagonals going the other way. So you can get a whole line done, and then it's very typewriter. So that's, you can see here, these are all the diagonals. So I just go all the way across with the diagonals, and then I go all the way back the other way with the other diagonals. But yeah, I found a stitching embroidery game a bit ago that has you like stitch into a cloth map to show your progress. Oh, what is that one called? That might be the one I've seen. Crappy coverage and supposedly really naughty. I've only used Chinese knockoff, so I haven't gotten the true experience yet. You know, I haven't noticed that it's any naughtier than other DMC threads, honestly. I did finally get some of that thread conditioner that's coming soon, and then hopefully that'll fix it even more, but sorry, not Gloria, it's Floria. Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard of that either. Devil May Cry thread. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't noticed it being terribly naughty. I mean, it has been, not to say that it hasn't, but not any more than other colors, I would say. That's funny, though. I'm scared of using other thread brands and the colors being off, so I've only used DMC up until now. Also because if I go to the store and get DMC thread, it's only, I think it's 79 cents, but then I get 15% off everything at Michael's because I'm a teacher, and so it makes them very affordable. Can't remember, I vaguely remember the vibe of the store I found it on, but there are like 5 stores with the same vibe. You have 5 TTRPG stores within distance? Like, that's crazy. I hope you treasure that, because that is not the case for me. I will say the TTRPG, or the game store that I'm closest to, distance-wise, has a lot of indie games and solo games, and I'm very blessed. Very happy. If only they knew. Naughty thread. Oh, online. Oh. Okay, well. Yeah, that's probably not gonna help then. I have yet to visit a TTRPG store in person. Oh my gosh. They're pretty awesome. I mean, they're just the same. It's just a board game store. They sell TTRPGs too. So I've never been to a store that only did TTRPGs. What needle brand are you using, by the way? This one... I use a couple different ones. Let me check which one this is. Hang on, I'm gonna bend over to look in my little box. I think this one is a Japanese brand. Just because for linen I needed a smaller needle, and they didn't have... they didn't have the DMC one in the size that I needed. So I feel like this particular needle I'm using is different. The rest of the ones that I use are all DMC needles as well. This one... oh no! This one's DMC as well. No? No, I could have sworn it was a different brand. Now I can't find the box. Oh, nope, never mind. They're also DMC. JK! These are DMC as well. Everything is DMC. Apparently, I just have that much brand loyalty. Ooh. DMC all the way down, yeah. Oops. No, hi Starflight! IRL nearest one closed down, so next nearest is next city over. Eesh. I've only been to a game store once. I personally helped kickstart a toy store, art supply into a TTRPG store. They started splurging budget, did a giant D&D mural with a DM room and real knight armor. It's packed every day. I love that so much. I hope your name is on the wall or something somewhere. My local store is kinda off. I never feel welcome or like safe in there. I always feel out of place and like I'm intruding. Man, I wish you lived closer to me. There's one that I go to a lot that it's a little bit out of the way, but it's still in the Dallas area. But it is a, like, very extremely, like, further than saying that it is safe for LGBT, it is like they go out of their way to, like, encourage LGBT. They have, like, a whole weekly group of, like, this, so it's like gay-bers, haha. The staff all wear pronoun pins. It's, like, very welcoming space. That I wish that everyone could have the privilege to enjoy a space like that and have a space like that nearby. And I've made, like, my Warhammer friend group I met through that place, and it's just a really wonderful space that's super inclusive. And because I've felt that same, like, not feeling welcomed or safe in places before. You know, when you look feminine, I will say game and comics shops tend to not be super nice to you all the time, but I've never had those same kind of issues at this place ever. I really appreciate that. Nearest one that closed was like 50% comics, 25% board games, 25% TTRPGs, and that last it was mostly 5e. Yeah, it's fair. It's a comic store near where I used to live that was like that, but I always felt like people were staring holes at me. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Aloha. Hi, hi Harriet. Updated the spreadsheet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I correctly remembered since the store also does YouTube Shorts advertising stuff. Amending. Okay, I think I have heard of that one. The nice store, toy store in my city. I've helped there every now and then. Yeah, the next nearest game store is straight up LGBT owned. I love that. I'm gonna be taking 4 classes next month. Oh, that's awesome! What kind of classes are you taking, Starflight? I donated a 3D printer there, so I get to print minis for free. They'll wash and cure them too. That's so sweet. Well, it makes sense that you would get to use something that you donated, but like, that's really awesome of them. Game stores I go to are in Seattle. There are lots of different ones. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Seattle probably has a really good game scene. You know, a place I've never been to, but I really want to go is Portland one day. Like, I just love the aesthetics. There's so many cool, like, clothing brands. One of my favorite clothing brands, then they did a lot of, like, they were very plus size inclusive, and I'm not plus size, but, okay, how do I put it this way? I do not wear plus size clothing, but whenever I see creators or brands that are very inclusive and have the plus size stuff done well, you know that's a good brand. You know what I mean? So even though I don't use it myself, I'm like, all right, cool. You have plus size. You're awesome. Whereas if they don't, then I'm like, okay, I don't need you. Even if your clothes might fit, I don't like how exclusionary you're being. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I remember when it first opened in 1998. Oh, I love that. Game stores I go to are in Seattle. Oh, I already read that one. Wonder if I'll end up back in Seattle one day. I haven't been into Seattle, I don't think, ever. Yeah, when a brand does well at something where you aren't the target demographic can still show you quality. Exactly, I think that's what it is. Inclusivity is fashionable. Yes, exactly. I have to hop off, but it was nice having a chat. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping in again. It was nice chatting with you. Hope to see you again soon. Hi, 64! I'm taking art history class, 2 science classes, an art class, and humanity. Oh, that's a fun mix of classes, though. Sounds nice and balanced. I do not miss the days where all I had in my schedule were natural science classes. I remember there was a semester where I had 2 physics classes, a chemistry class, and a biology class. 2 physics classes, a physics lab. 2 physics classes, chemistry, chem lab, and a biology class. So I was taking one of each of the major sciences all in the same semester. That was an awful semester. My chem lab was at 7 a.m. on Saturdays, because I was the only one that would fit in with the rest of my schedule. Man, that was a bad time. So many essays in those classes probably. Yep, that is probably true. But it's fun. I don't know, I like writing essays. Oh my gosh, it's the ferret. It's the ferret man. It's Mr. Ages with the ferrets. Hello. My Kansas girly by BTubs, but I won't say my city. Oh yeah, protect yourself. I am safe with saying that I live in the Dallas Metroplex because Dallas is very large. If you go on that and say like, haha, I will be able to find that Himeutsugi, I am in Dallas, good luck. Like, good luck. But yeah. Seattle 3 hours away, but we do lots of stuff over there. That makes sense. That's definitely something you could make a day trip out of. You just have to wake up super early. I worked on the Seattle waterfront for like 10 years. I kind of forgot most of my college time, I think because of how much it fried my brain, but I remember my history classes. UW-Madison, loud and proud Badger. I love that for you. Yeah, same thing as me saying I live in Toronto. Good luck finding me if you wanted to. I want to do things today, but bed is too comfy and I'm trapped. Understandable. Oh hey, that's where the next nearest game store I mentioned is. Yeah. Yeah. Which if you live anywhere near Dallas, the game store I was talking about is called Common Ground, is very, very, very good. Or even if you don't live in Dallas, if you're ever in the area and you're like, dang, what is a really cool LGBT inclusive place where I can buy cool TTRPGs, it is Common Ground. You should go. They're very good. I will not list the other place that's closer to me because that will dox me. So, the Common Ground, yeah. Hi, Kraga. 10-hour drive to Dallas. Yikes. 10 hours? That's not too bad. If you ever feel like driving the 10 hours to Dallas, I would definitely take you out for a weekend. 100%. That goes for any of my mutuals. Any of my moots. Thank you for the star! That's so sweet. How you been doing, Karaga? It's wild that I live north of over 50% of Canada's population. Oh my goodness. Driving to Dallas just became 10 times more likely. Yeah, do, please. I know all the good places to eat. I have hosted people traveling to Dallas. Like, a lot of my best friends I met online. And so I'm very used to like having people come visit and I drive them around and take them to all the cool places. Like, I am a very good host. Like, not to toot my own horn. Actually, I will toot my own horn. I'm awesome. So yeah, if any of my friends ever want to come visit, I will 100% take care of you. Yeah, I once looked up my full name and city, found a dozen or something people, and none of them were even me. Yeah, my name is a little bit less common. I think it would be a little easier to find me. Luckily, I don't use my real name here. Ha ha ha. Hi, Viper! Do I count as a mutual? Killer Flame. Killer Flame, are we friends? Are we friends? Do I not speak to you on a daily basis? And do you not literally know my government name? What do you mean? How dare you even ask that? I'm frankly, I'm insulted you even would ask that. What the hell? What the heck? I can't. Did you see this guy? You see this guy? Do I count as a mute? Please. Oh my god, the nerve of some people. Yes, we're friends, but isn't mutual a social media thing? We're also mutuals on Discord. So we are both. Why are you being so silly? It has to be a bit. Hi, Viper! One of my other friends is in Dallas area, so I could probably make a good weekend out of it. Oh yeah, for sure! Get him, Hime, he's been naughty lately. Good, yeah. We have a decent paleontology department at the uni department, and I've traveled a good part of Kansas. One of my most memorable regions was central northern Kansas, as well as its numerous limestone fences. Oh, that sounds so cool. I love rocks. Limestone is so cool. I was very briefly a geology major. I really loved it. I loved all of the geology classes I took, except I had to take a crystallography class, and it is. I thought it would be like cool crystals. It's a lot of geometry. It's a lot of really weird geometry and having to memorize weird shapes and things and draw 3D models. And I think I got a D in the class, and then I immediately switched majors. Ooh, dude. This is my end, and I'll watch. It's funny. Of course, it's a bit. I'm very aware that we're friends. Yeah, I figured it was for the bit. You silly. Okay. Where did I leave off? The silence. But yeah. Happy to have any of my friends here. Dallas has wonderful eats. I can't say that there's a lot here if you're like a super outdoorsy person. We have really nice arboretums. If you want to go to the rodeo, I guess I could take you. I've actually never been to the rodeo myself, but there was a time I worked as an administrative assistant, and I made arrangements and booked tickets and stuff for other people to go to the rodeo, but I have never been to the rodeo. I've been to the rodeo museum, but I've never been to the rodeo. I do want to go to Off-Kai next year. Oh my gosh, please do! That would be so fun. Unless this year goes horribly, horribly wrong, I would like to go every year. And I am taking a huge jump out of my comfort zone, by the way, to go to Off-Kai, because I don't know if y'all know this. I am very socially awkward. I do not like large crowds of people. I used to go to cons, like anime cons and other cons, especially in my previous life, for various reasons. I have spoken on panels before. I have done all of that stuff. I just... It just, I don't do well. I don't do well with large groups of people. This is why, as much as I would like my channel to grow, and it is growing, and I'm very thankful for that, I honestly am somewhat fearing the day I ever get to where, like, concurrently more than 50 people are watching me at a time. I think it's happening gradually enough that maybe by the time it actually happens, it won't be that big of a deal to me. I like this. I do not ever want one of my videos to go viral and suddenly I get to like 100 people watching me all the time. Like that's I don't like that. But I think this gradual growth is good, because if bam, suddenly tomorrow I had like 100 CCV, I just would be just deer in the headlights all the time. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. This gradual approach, I think, works really well for me. Like, I'm just slowly getting cooked and I don't realize that I'm in a crowd, and it's alright. Man. We could introduce you as the manager. Exactly. Hi, Ender! I also hate crowds, but I want to meet me friends. Yeah, exactly. Give me 50 people. If you had 100 CCV tomorrow, I would get a friend. I will run circles around 50 people in chats. Let's go. Yeah, let's manifest. 50 people for London. 50 people checking into London Station. It's fun. I need to be around more in London's Discord, because I see they're always doing neat stuff, but I just, a lot of times, I am recovering from June right now, is what I'm doing, and so I'm a little more withdrawn than normal. Oh shoot, I should have gone, no, it's okay, it's okay. I will get that on the next row. I'll get that on the next row, it's okay. I would be so energized, my streams would all be 6 hours long. LOL, that would certainly give the wrong impression. I mentioned you in it today. Oh, yeah, it's a tough time. We're about to have our big annual HOA meeting, and I have been, I have kind of ghosted my fellow HOA board members for the last, like, couple of weeks because I'm a little overwhelmed. Actually, I'm very overwhelmed. I shouldn't soften it. But I'm getting to where... I watched this video recently about closed loops and how, what can impede your productivity and progress is if you have a lot of, like, open loops of things that you haven't accomplished that you know you need to accomplish, because then you're like, oh no, I haven't done this, and then you just get paralyzed by indecision because from thinking of all the things that you haven't done that you need to do. So you have to, like, in some way do your best to, like, start closing loops. So I've been trying to do that. I got back to a couple people this week who I had, like, really needed to get back in touch with. Stuff like that. That helps, but it's a little difficult. I have to examine these things and be like, okay, do I feel guilty because I know it's something I should do, or do I feel guilty because it's something I don't want to do and I feel guilty about not wanting to do it, but I shouldn't feel guilty? It's like a whole thing. I kind of tend to gaslight myself into doing more work all the time, and it's not healthy, and I'm trying not to stop doing that so much. But on the other hand, I don't want to use self-care as the reason why I flake out on things, you know what I mean? So trying to find that that healthy ground of, like, doing the work, doing the things I should be doing without guilt-tripping myself all the time. It's tough. I dropped that link to the digital scrapbooking game today. Yeah, that looks so fun. I want to try playing a game, a TTRPG analog, but using that app. I think it'd be fun to try. I haven't thought of what I want to do for it yet, but I'll think of something. It'll be neat. Note, I am not a manager. I'm simply Mane-san. Well, you are my spreadsheet manager, so you do manage things. But yes, they admitted the problem. Yeah, I know the problem. Listen, next month I'm gonna be 37 years old, okay? Like, it's not that I am unaware of my personal flaws, but being aware does not mean that you know the solution. Or even if you know the solution, being able to actually find the courage to follow through and implement the solution is like a whole nother thing. May work so hard the viewers don't even get to see half of it. This burb is amazing. He needs to learn to take a step back. I appreciate that a lot. It's hard for me to feel that way about myself because there are so many days and hours I spend just, like, vegging out on the couch, and I have so many things, videos and things that I am supposed to do and supposed to work on that I am so woefully behind on, and I feel really bad about that. I did get asked to do something for Midnight Muscadines that I will be working on this week and that I'm very excited about. So yeah, doing my part. Ooh. Is that a Chuck? Okay, I'm not a VTuber manager as is contextualized by the mobs on X. That's fair. Yes. I see a Chuck. Did y'all know that Chuck is like the Pokemon master? I'm so jazzed that I won a match against Chuck. And it was that freaking Epic the musical team. That Epic the musical team goes so hard. I was conflicted on my last match if I was like, oh, I want to use them again because I think I can win with this team. Like Kappa cooked hard on that rental team. But then I was like, no, I want to use all the teams. It's more fun. So I decided to go in the spirit of fun. And I'm glad I did because I got to end on the team that I actually made. It was a lot of fun. I unfortunately have to go soon. I'm getting a big chop and donating about 14 inches. Oh my gosh! Dang, that is so good. That's really awesome that you're doing that. I love that. I hope you have a wonderful experience. I hope that both sides of your pillow are nice and cold, you know, all the good things that you deserve. That's awesome. But yeah, I'll catch you later. The Muscadines thing is really awesome. Pandion is really cool. I agree. Yeah, so we did get the reward or the goal met for me playing a horror solo TTRPG, and full disclosure, I have mentioned it a few times, but I will be playing Whispers in the Walls. Yeah, so that is happening. I don't have fish open. Oh no. Hang on, let me open it. And then afterwards, you actually need to give Chipper 14 fish, not 10. Forgot to open them, my bad. I'm opening them both. Here, you guys can have a free guess the word while we're waiting. Oh, it's Pokemon. Oh, 100%. I love Pandion because of the horror games first, Muscadines second. Muscadines is like cozy horror, though. It's a little scary in its own way, yeah. How did you get that so fast? I didn't even process the letters yet. That's crazy. That's awesome. Iglipa. Forgot the command for the word. Oh, you just have to put a question mark in front. Yeah. I'm a nerd. Makes sense. There we go. 14 fish for the goated pigeon. Oh, I'm almost Mike Wazowski. That's okay, though. Wah. Donating hair gets you extra, so says the former head of Charity Flame. Yeah, 100%. The question is, after this one, after I finish the hand, do I want to do the Iron Maiden one, or do I want to do the Morning Star one? I feel like I want to do the Morning Star one because the Iron Maiden one is really cool, and I want to save that for last. Because if I do the Iron Maiden one first, I'm maybe not going to want to go back to the Morning Star. Horsey! I think I need to move this donut to the other side. It's starting to get in the way. Which, if you're wondering why I have this donut here, it's magnetic. It's a needle minder, so that when I'm in between rows or whatever, I can put the needle there and it doesn't get lost. Need to step away for family call. Enjoy the rest of the stream, Bird Fram. Thank you! I'll see you later. One, two. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I'm going all the way across on this row. And after I go all the way across, I can get this other half of the stitches, because I don't like to jump too many rows without stitching, because then it makes like a long piece in the back and it's kind of a waste of thread too. So I'm gonna go, I wait and till I have stitches that are closer. Sea urchin. That's a pretty good one. Oh, I just realized I went all the way across on this hand instead of... Oh wait, no. Oh shoot. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I messed up on both. Because this one was supposed to go in. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull this part out. I messed up. I'm just going to redo that whole row. Cool! Love that. Hi, Lepis! I finally undid my stitches. Yeah, it takes a minute. I understand. Hope you're doing well, Lepis. Yeah, I messed up this entire piece, because, or this entire part, because I accidentally... It's supposed to go in one, because this is the part of the hand that's starting to slope inwards, and I forgot, so I didn't. So now I'm gonna have to redo this whole part. That's okay. Very easy. It's very easy to fix. Just take my little... It's easy physically, but it's hard mentally. Like, man, you know... Accidentally made a mess in the back and tangled it. Yeah, that's tough. That's why sometimes you just have to cut the seam ripper, like, just cut those out, and, doing pretty good, just popping in while running around work. How are you doing? I'm doing well! I was up kind of late, because of this Pokemon tournament that I'm in, but I didn't technically make it to the semifinals. And then I lost to the person who eventually won the entire bracket, so feels pretty good. So I thought I would have a nice chill day today, because I try to do at least one crafty kind of stream every week, and this is the one. I really need to do a journaling one this week, though, because I've got some journals I want to set up and do, so... The next one is probably going to be a journaling one. Or I might just have two. I might have a journaling one and something else. Who knows? I miss doing these craft streams, so I'm glad that I could make space for it. Goodness gracious. There we go. Come on, get the other piece. Hope work is going well and not too stressful for you. Seems to be kind of a stressful time for people in general. This week is interesting. Fingers crossed for some good adoptions today. Yeah, aww. Have you done the mini painting stream? Not recently. I really need to do one of those as well. Schedule one of those for next week, too. I think the thing is I need to practice. I really need to do more minis paintings. It's something that I don't think I'm very good at, but I'm obviously never going to improve if I keep, like, avoiding it. You know what I mean? I do recognize that, but it's tough. But yeah, a couple things that are important. Having this little, I love this little seam ripper, and it has a brush on the end so that if I do have to cut parts of it, I can like brush off the fluff, and that's really nice. And then the other tool, gadget that I have that I love is this little needle threader. Gone are the days where you have to like put saliva on the ends of your needles to get thread through them, especially with some of these cross-stitching whatever needles. They are very thin. So... Actually, this needle head is so small that the, I have to yank the threader through quite a bit because the head is just a teensy bit too small. I'll probably paint alongside you once you decide to do it. My backlog is getting kind of big. Yeah, I am going to schedule one of those soon. I would think I was supposed to do one last week, and then I, like, got sick, or I had to cancel stream for some reason, so... is definitely something I plan to do. Yeah, okay, here. Oh, I gotta do this whole row over again. Very silly. Yeah, I have a couple of minis that I need to finish painting, so I'll probably work on those first. Like the little goblin dragon pinup ones, hehe. So I'll probably finish those off, and then the Halloween one that I was working on way back when, so I might do the next stream just to finish those, honestly, before I even think about starting a new one. Talking about closing the loops, that's some closing the loops. だだだだだだ。 Dang, how has it been 2 hours already? I have not been working on this for 2 hours to get this little done. Oh my god. Where does the time go? Two hours and I have 0 stitches. You know what? It's okay. You learn. You got something out of it because you learned. You learned what not to do. It's important. You're literally doing something for the first time, Zachary. It's okay. I'm gonna pause to get my lunch going. Oh, understandable. Hi, Hime, just saying hi and lurking. Your work is looking beautiful. Thank you, Edward. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a fine day. I'm certainly getting there on this thing. It's finally starting to look like something. Hee hee. Trying not to open too many different projects because otherwise cross-stitching is just going to turn into knitting where I have like a million partially finished projects. I did meet that one goal in my Donathon though where I have to do a knitting marathon stream, so that is going to happen. I have to finish 2 sweaters on stream. Like I will not end stream till I finish them. So I'm in the process right now of narrowing down and choosing which 2 I want to do. But like, yeah, I'm glad. Closing those loops. I had considered getting into yarn tapestries, but I think I like the look of cross-stitch more, so I'm definitely invested in learning this. And honestly, I think cross-stitch is a great introduction to embroidery because you can go from here into other more, I guess, detailed types of embroidery, because I've started doing that myself, and it was a lot easier after getting the basics with cross-stitch. Well, when you do the knitting marathon, I plan on picking up the Ruana I dropped months ago. Alright, at least we'll all be suffering together. I love it. Okay, back to where I was. Now we can go down from there. Nope, I made a knot. Okay. I'm not saying that 310 doesn't get naughty, I was just saying that it It doesn't get much more than other threads, but this is... You know what? I think it's okay. I might just pull this knot through and keep going. It's fine. Yeah, it's actually in a fine spot. Ooh, I think... Oop, I went a little too far. Okay. Or not. No, I didn't. Okay. It looks that way. Hard to see sometimes. Okay. This is definitely stretching my eyes to their limits. This is very small. I have lots of knitting I could pick up too, but I think I'm going into a sock marathon. Ooh. You know, I've only ever successfully finished one pair of socks. I have two that are, like, partially done. One of them I just need to pick it up and keep going. One of them, for some reason, I chose a larger size, and now that I've gotten further along, I see that the size is way too big. But because it uses mohair, I cannot just, like, undo the stitches, because the mohair is all, like, felted into the other yarn now, so I just kind of have to complete it, and maybe they'll just be more like slippers than socks. Which is fine. I just haven't been motivated to pick those up again. I haven't done a whole lot of knitting recently. Can't do mohair, we don't get along. Ah, I see. I like mohair, but sometimes when it's overused, it's a little too much. And also, any project that has mohair, I have to be a little careful because that just, like, doubles the cost of the project. And, you know, anyone who's like, oh my gosh, knitting is nice because then you can make your sweaters for cheap. If you make it yourself, that is not the case. It is not cheaper to hand make things nowadays. It would cost me far less to just go and buy a merino sweater. Itchy eye, see, yeah. I have sensitive skin in general, so, like, I had made this really cute bralette that, or knitted this really cute bralette, but, it's, like, super washable, and it's, like, too much. I can't actually wear it by itself, which is, like, it doesn't work as a bralette for me because my skin gets a little irritated. It's a shame. And then I had a moth bite a hole in it, so now I can't wear it anyways. Just lose. Constant taking L's here. Very sad. I know, it's very sad. So I keep meaning to, like, go back, and I have two or three, I think 3 pieces that have, like, a hole in them from moths, and I keep meaning to go and mend them, but I'm scared. And one of them I'm very sad because it was a cardigan that I wore all the time and I need to mend it, but, like, I'm scared and I don't know how. Moths. Actually, I don't know if it's really moths or if it's, like, carpet beetles. Just realized. Mistake, or not a mistake, but something I forgot to do. Actually, I think it's fine. I'll just go around. Yeah, I'll just go over that. That's fine. Kitten and boy cat attacked a couple projects and chew through the yarn. Kitten keeps trying to get into drawer with sock yarn and steal it. They are monsters. Oh no, I'm sorry. Luckily my cats... Well, I have two pretty old cats, but they are completely disinterested in my yarn and leave it alone. So I just have it out and about sometimes and they do not do anything with it. The only times they've tried to jump on my yarn or a project is if I'm actively knitting it and sometimes the yarn dangles and it moves and that gets their attention. But typically if the yarn is just sitting there, they don't care. But my cats are old. They are geriatric, so they have much lower energy and don't tend to get like all that hyper anymore. My last cat used to just sit with me while I did projects. This is a new learning experience. Yeah, kittens are a completely different breed. One of my cats I've had since he was a kitten, and oh my gosh, the shenanigans he used to get into back then. Wow, it's the world's coolest pale-bellied hermit. Oh, I love that. Pale-bellied hermit is such a good name for a bird. No, wait. It's enough of a tail. Yeah, the back of my work is interesting looking. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna get another piece of black thread. These two strands I pulled out for back stitching, so I'm gonna leave those alone. But this... Guess I can't call Kitten much longer. She's one next month. Aw. Hope you've been doing well, Give Me. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Okay. Okay. Get this part open, or this part closed up, and then I'll get the other row. So, excited to go back in with the red after. It's gonna look really good. Oh my gosh. It's Say Peony. Hello. Thank you for donating towards the Hotful Boyfriend Challenge. Oh my gosh, 176 check-ins. That is a lot of check-ins, man. That's not what it says. Yeah, it is. It says 167. What do you mean? This track is beautiful, right? I love this music. They did a good job. I said I wanted medieval music, and they delivered. What's happening? Did it get knotted? Did I make a knot on accident? How? What the heck is happening? Oh. Oh, I see what happened. Shoot. Oh no. Accidentally pulled out the end. You said 176? Yeah, leg. Yes, I do have legs. Unfortunate. Actually, it's not unfortunate. I think my legs are one of my better features. Quite like them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll have to pick that up in a second. Dropped my... Oh, get it. Yeah, I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, and so sometimes I'll just put in, so I just typed in like medieval music, and this is what it gave me, and I think it's very nice for this sort of activity. Sorry, I'm covering the camera for a second because I have to bend down to get the needle threader that I dropped on the ground. Where is it? There it is. Totally covered in cat hair now, yep. Vacuum. Leg efficiency has gone way up. Thought bird legs were supposed to go the other way, boo. I get to use so much more leg now than when I was cis. I mean, your legs got you to where you are now, but leg efficiency has gone way up. It is true. Alright. Unfortunate because only in the sense that I am lazy, and imagine if I could just use something else to get around and not my legs, and it would be so nice. I don't know, I'm being silly. I didn't put that much thought into it. I just like saying unfortunately. Okay. Now we're back. Make Husborb carry you. I mean, I guess he could. He's never done it before. I'm heavier than I look. Oh my god, you got a Gyarados! But it's not the same as Gyarados that I had yesterday, which was amazing. Absolutely silly Pokemon. Gyarados is red and thus cooler. Yeah, that's fair. Blue is cool, but red is pretty cool too. That Gyarados Blossom match was like crazy. Oh my gosh, that poor Magikarp was fighting for its life. Sometimes you kind of let your needle go so that it can untwist, and that helps too. A little pro tip. Make math students create an exo-frame for board portage. That would be fun. Be a fun project. I think the robotics class, they have to do something like that. They had to design a birdhouse. You have, what, 20 little minions to do your whims at least. Depends on the class period. I fear my classes will be bigger this year because the incoming group of 8th graders, there's more of them compared to last year, so I think my class sizes are going to dramatically increase. I can't say I'm super excited about that, but, you know. In a weird way, sometimes it's easier to manage a bigger group. Some of the most unhinged behavior I've ever had to deal with in my classroom has been from, like, small classes. Dr. Eggman as a teacher be like. You can use the less academically inclined to carry you in a palanquin. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you don't do well on this quiz, you're gonna have to carry me around. That's so silly. I have a perfectly adequate rolly chair at work, okay? I don't need children to carry me. I wouldn't trust the children to carry me. Orb foot. Oh yeah. For free. Oh no, Hime, I'm getting absorbed in this cross-stitch. I may do this the whole day. Understandable. I have done that. Eventually, your hands will get a little tired. See? You just had to get in the groove. And now you're fine. I'm excited. I want to see it. Like, 100% messed up this stitch, but I really don't want to go back and fix it. Where the heck did I— oh, I see what I did. Do I want to fix it? Oh, I fear I must fix it. It's gonna bug me. Alright, it's not too bad. Let's fix it. I finally made 3 successful stitches. I love that for you. Yippee! Cheeky's getting it. Cheeky's coming around too. Yay! Yeah, you get into a groove, and the thing with cross-stitch that's cool is it's like I said, it's like a printer, so you can see it coming coming to life before your very eyes, you know, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, one more row, one more row, one more row. I just want to see it done, and it always is so deceptively like, oh yeah, I'm almost done, I'll just do a couple more rows. You know, like this is starting to look really good, and it's very easy to just be like, yeah, I'll just do a little bit more. Like, oh, I'm so close to finishing, I might as well just finish it. Dangerous. Dangerous mindset. Right. This song sounds kind of weirdly familiar. They were trying to emulate a video game track. This song is called Impenetrable. Oh, I see. Oh, why does this sound so familiar? Why does this sound like the opening, like the login screen for some game? Why does this sound so familiar? It isn't, but it's like they were trying to make it sound like something. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. The amount of cat hair that still kind of drifts from the air and floats onto my project is wild. I don't even have a cat hair. Saying yes out loud is not the same as typing. Yeah. I understand. I do that sometimes when I'm watching streamers too, and I forget that they can't hear me. Oops. Skipped one. I don't know what I want to do for lunch either. Starting to think about it. Maybe I'll just air fry some pot stickers. I don't feel like cooking, it's so hot. In this heat, I don't want to do anything. Almost done with this row. And the next row is an easy one, too. Ooh, I'm almost out of my fake mimosa. It's good though. If you've never tried like a little bit of sparkling water mixed in with orange juice or some other kind of juice, it's like, it's nice. Okay. Yeah. Gremlin posture. Got a little bit jump scared by that. Ooh. Surprise quest. 15 jumping jacks, oh my. Not the jumping jacks. I think your stream made me think it'd be funny if Nintendo released a video of Master Hand and Crazy Hand trying to do a stream. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. Would be neat. It would definitely give hand cams a whole different meaning. Yeah, I'm on row 45 out of 70 on this project, so over half. Over halfway down anyways. It actually looks like a hand now. I might put this one down and do some more of my my bookmark one for a bit, because we're on week 3 and I just started the week 2 stuff, man. She just put out the pattern last night, or the next part for the stitch along, and I'm like, oh my god, please let me rest. I'm still on this part. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch projects. Alright. Different pattern. Actually, let me download the week 3 stuff, because even though I'm not actually on week 3 myself, I still want to have the most updated pattern. See. This one has some back stitching and French loop. I haven't done French loop in a hot minute. Do my best. see. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Hee hee. Okay. So I'm on the frog part of this design. It is weird coming back to this after working on the linen because, like, I don't know if how obvious it is, but the grid is so much bigger on this, I think it's 14 count, compared to the linen, which is 20 count, which I believe the count is just sort of like stitches per inch, kind of. But yeah, it's so easy to see, it's so big, and because I don't have to count 2x2 boxes, it's a lot easier, so it's so friendly coming back to this. But currently I am working on a little frog here. Now, I'm doing a little bit of this. I can't go that far because the thing is, there's like these mushrooms that I have to stitch that need a color that I do not have. I went to three different Michaels in 3 different cities, and not a single one of them had it, which is crazy. One of them was like, I think we're getting it restocked, so come back next week, and I was like, not doing that. So I finally just gave up and ordered it online since I was getting some other stuff from the Starlight Stitchery anyways. So I think they did finally ship it, so I will be getting it soon. But yeah, so I can stitch everything else, but there's some parts that I can't get to because I literally don't have that color, and it makes me so it's annoying. So I'm working on this frog right now. Real cute. This is like the bottom of its legs, and so it's gonna work its way up towards where my little moth needle minder is. But yeah, this is gonna be a bookmark when it's done. I'm leaving plenty of space so I can learn to fold it inwards and make it a bit thicker, and see if I can sew the ends in, make it nice. I think I'll be able to. Oh, it's blocking my face. I see. Okay, it's okay. Where the heck? Then I skip 2. Six stitches this way, and then I'll go on to the next set. You're getting there. Okay, so I need 6 stitches here. You can see the back stitching I did on this leaf though. I kind of wish that we had a different color for the back stitching. I followed the instructions and did black, but I kind of wish it was like a darker green or something. I guess the black pops nicely though. Ooh. The little acorns remind me of my Meemaws plays. Aww. They're really fun to stitch, those little acorns. They're cute. Although week 3, we finally do get to see the feet of the... because this is supposed to be Baba Yaga themed, so there's like a frog here, and then you see the feet of the Baba Yaga, and then I guess it builds up from there. That's all we got so far, so we just have the little bird feet. I'm excited to stitch those bird feet. Sounds fun. But hopefully I get that red thread soon so I can finish the mushrooms, because I don't want to progress too far, because I don't want to move the hoop and then have to move it back down once I finally get the red in. I was summoned by Baba Yaga because cultural heritage. How are you? Oh my gosh, Virva! I am doing well. It's good to see you. Baba Yaga feet reveal? Yeah. Well, it's Baba Yaga's house, I guess. Feet reveal. The red thread of feet. Well, the feet aren't red, but I need the red thread before I can do the feet, because I don't want to have to move the hoop up and then move it back down. It's a pain. I'm just lazy. The red thread of feet. Hang on, I'm gonna give you some fish for that. Interesting that red thread is in it, because it's a part of Slavic witchcraft. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I think the lady that makes these patterns is, I want to say she's Russian. Actually, I'm not sure, but I want to say she's based in Eastern Europe, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so this is a Baba Yaga's hut themed bookmark cross stitch, and it is a stitch along, so every week we get another piece of the project, and I think it's supposed to go over 4 weeks, so she just put out the week 3 part, which not ready. I just started the week 2 section like a day or 2 ago, so I'm a little behind. She's Russian. I know, they seem pretty detailed. I adore this designer. She does a lot of very cottagecore type designs, lots of little anthropomorphic animals wearing cute clothes and stuff like that. Actually, my very first cross stitch that I did was one of her patterns, and it was like a very Mr. Fox kind of a pattern, with this fox surrounded by all these other, like there's some chickens and some turnips and stuff. It's very, very cottagecore. I think I have a picture of it in the crafts section that I posted one time, being like, yeah, this was my first cross stitch that I did a while back. So I still really love a lot of her designs, and I thought the stitch along would be a good way to practice some of these other techniques that I don't get to do, and it's a much smaller project that I can actually finish. Last thing I want, like I said, is for my cross-stitching hobby to turn into my knitting hobby, where I've just got works in progress for days. My first one was a mushroom. Nobody is surprised. Yeah, yeah. I have these mushrooms. I'm supposed to knit and stitch in this piece too. But again, I'm missing that red thread that I need. My first was a cow. Oh, that's so cute. Love it. Cows are so cute. They're long eyelashes. And they're very pretty. The fun thing about this is I did tea stain this cloth, and so even now it has like a faint chai smell to it. That's what I used. I didn't want to waste like good tea, so I had these like tea bagged chai tea that I guess a student gave me a couple years back. So it's not like the highest quality tea, but I was like, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to waste my good tea, so I'll use this. And so it smells like chai. My mom framed it and still had it when she passed. I got it back. Oh. That's really sweet, though, that your mom kept it. Alright, really quick, I'm gonna stand up and stretch, because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, and I have not really gotten up out of this chair since then, so... Block the camera for a second, stand up and stretch. This is your cue to do the same if you've been sitting with me this whole time. Oh, my legs. I just heard, like, several bones crack. That's fine. Also, that blanket that I'm sitting on kind of got bunched up under me, so I'm trying to fix that a little. Oof. I have been getting ice cream nonstop from the fridge. That counts as stretching, right? I mean, you do have to get up to do that, right? No, I want some ice cream. That's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous game. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, actually, I ran out of water. You know what? Well, I'm stretching. I'm doing that thing where I reach behind my back with both hands and connect them and pull so I can do it like a proper shoulder stretch. But since I need to hydrate and I don't have any water, I'm gonna run down and grab some water real quick too.
Venomous Squishy is raiding with 19 Froggos.
Oh, goodness. Oh, hello. Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I ran downstairs to get more water because somebody asked for a hydrate, and I ran out of water, so I had to run downstairs. But oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. Let me scroll back up for a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. Oh, it's Squishy! Venomous Squishy? Oh my gosh, words. Where they were last streaming special events. Ooh, I wonder what that was, the celebration. But thank you so much. Hope you had a great event. Hope you had a great time. If you have to raid and run, totally understand. Please take care of yourself. Eat, sleep, drink, whatever it is you need to do. If you want to stick around, we are cross-stitching today. I just took a quick break to stretch and then get some more water. And then while I was downstairs, I saw in the fridge this little thing of pudding that I guess I had been, I don't know, didn't mean to save it. The Best Buy date was like 2 days ago, but I'm sure it's fine. Thanks for the follows. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm sure it's fine. It smells okay. It passes the smell test, so I'm sure it's fine. It's been sealed. It was sealed this whole time, so. Let's see. It doesn't smell like it's rotten or anything. And it's only been, the Best Buy date was on July 9th. I'm sure it's fine. Whew. Does it have some, like, honey or something stuck to it? Oh. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. So we're gonna take a little break to eat that. To the raiders, for anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Himeutsugi. You could just call me Hime. I am a parrot VTuber. I normally stream tabletop role-playing game type content, and then I also do like cozy crafts, like cross-stitch, like journaling, like knitting. And then for video games, I like playing cozy farming type games, but I also like playing roguelikes. That's a very strange, like, dichotomy, but that's I tend to do more TTRPG content than straight up video games. But right now, every Friday, I've been playing Final Fantasy V. I am non-binary, which means I use they them pronouns, so if you could respect that, I would really appreciate it. And then I am, you know, quite neurospicy. I am autistic. I have ADHD that I am medicated for, so it doesn't, I mean, I think it's obvious, but it's not as bad as it used to be, per se. But yeah, so if you're here for a cozy time, you're in the right place. So just come and hang out if you're not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this teeny little, it's a petite pot, it's a tiny little pot of pudding, and then we'll get back to the cross stitch. It tastes okay. I will say, I think some of the liquid, like, detached from the pudding, but tastes fine, tastes great. It's like a dark chocolate pudding, so it's very good. And because some of the liquid, like, separated from the pudding, it tastes more like a flan. Yummy. This is a cam stream, which does mean you get to see my atrocious sitting posture, or what Kai likes to call the bi-sit. 100%. It is, in fact, the bicep, yeah. It's hard to see, but it's my other leg is like tucked in underneath, so it's almost like I would be sitting, you know, crisscross applesauce, except I have this other leg up. So my foot is like pivoted on top of my other leg, so it's like, because then it makes a place for my elbow, you know, so it's like a nice way for me to have my elbow up against something when I'm stitching. So especially when I'm reading or crafting, like, I sit like this a lot because having this nice elbow rest is nice. I can't judge you, I'm sitting crisscross pansexually right now. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, they call this an armrest for my chair. Not an armrest, this is in fact a knee rest. It's a leg rest. Guys, they're folding. We need to iron them. No! Please do not. Please do not iron me. Would appreciate it. At least some steam. You can put me in a sauna. That'll straighten me out a bit. Eating potted pudding while pouting. Sauna would be so good right now, right? Iron is kind of like steam. I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all, actually. Have you gone back since the last time you had to cancel due to family? Yeah, I went to the spa on Monday? Yeah, it was nice. I didn't get a massage, but I did get the body scrub. That'll straighten me out a bit. Huh, you know, Dad never tried that one. I did think about that as soon as I said it and was like, Only a bit. Well, I get the whole bi-erasure thing because I am, in fact, married to a man, and so I get a lot of fun commentary about that. Like, well, are you really bi? You married a man, so you're basically straight. Ooh, that was so good. It's done! Bye-bye! I like the size of these little pudding pots because they are, like... It's enough that you get a good piece of pudding. It's nice and, I don't know. It scratches that itch without being too much because I finished it and it's right at the point where if I had any more, it would be, like, too much. It was perfect. I like to play bi characters in RPGs because they're a fantasy. Impossible to actually exist, yeah. People who have said those things to me like to ignore the fact that I largely only dated women. And in fact, by the time the husband and I got together when we first started dating, I think at that point I had, for the last, like, 8 years of my life, only dated women. Whatever. Just happens. You can only be bi if you're not in a relationship, obviously. Yeah, that's how it is. It's a catch-22, because when I dated women, it was like, oh, so you're a lesbian. I'm like, I mean, no. And now that I'm married to a man, it's like, well, you're straight. Can't win. But that's why I don't tend to, like, I talk about it. I don't shy away from it, but I don't put things in my profile like, oh, I'm bi, I'm this, I'm ace, because people are gonna argue with me about my own identity anyways, so I'm happy to talk about it. I like talking about the anecdotes, like, part of my life, but I don't go out of my way to label myself because people are gonna have something to say about it one way or another, and I don't really want to hear about it. Can they be kissed? Bet. I have this problem now that I have full beard. People don't take NB seriously at all anymore. I just keep snakes, lol. I love snakes. I have a snake. I'm wearing a shirt that has snakes on it. I have a snake tattoo. Like, snakes. Obviously not my friends, but non-binary is usually woman light, and I am tired. Yeah. I get misgendered pretty much all the time. It happens a lot online, which I think is a little bit more understandable given, like, what my model looks like and everything. But, like, it hurts me the most when other non-binary people get refer to me as she, her, and I'm just like, really? I never realized it, but, like, I saw a video that kind of pointed out, like, bi men can engage with a fraction of the 1% of gay men, and the same for bi women. It's literally just a hundreds time larger dating pool. Yeah, it's true. Same, and in both binary directions, too, because imagine having a big booty and a beard. Yeah. Yeah. Weirdly enough, in my friend group, my friends who are just, like, cis men tend to get they have a much easier time just calling me they. It's the women in my life that struggle a lot. for some reason. Like my Warhammer group, all dudes, every single one of them is a cis dude, right? And every single one of them, they don't even flinch. They've never misgendered me, not even like by accident. So who knows? Whatever. I appreciate it. It doesn't bother me in like a, oh my god, rage, anger kind of way when people do it. It's just kind of, but when it happens over and over and over, especially with people who I have reminded about it and like had to talk to about it, I'm just kind of like, it just makes me feel like they don't actually care that much, and it makes the way I interact with them a little different. That's all. Like, I don't begrudge it. Whatever. People forget. I have ADHD. Like, I get it. But if you continually do it, even if you, like, apologize after, but then if you keep doing it and then keep having to apologize at that point, all I can conclude is that you don't care that much. And I will adjust my expectations accordingly. On Tuesday is International Non-Binary Day, by the way. Oh my gosh! Oh, okay, I have to make a note of that so I remember. That's because they don't expect women anyway. You can tell who makes genuine mistakes and who doesn't care, yeah. You can grudge a little. I grudge a little. Only a little. But for me, if some rando misgenders me, whatever, like they don't know me, it makes sense that you would make that mistake. But when it's like somebody that I know well that does it, I'm just like, I see. Okay. Like, I'm not saying that I've never messed up because, you know, I have 2 brain cells, like I get it, but if you keep misgendering the same person over and over after they've talked to you about it, like there's issues. There's something there. You just don't care. Ooh. Feel the same way, Hime, yeah. Like, and it's not, like I said, it's not that I'm getting angry when it happens, per se. It's just a little mental note that I make that's like, okay, the person just in the terms of points in my head that this person had, they definitely lost some, and I will temper my expectations and the way I interact with them accordingly. We're not allowed to get angry. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, if I don't respond to things with like perfect compliance and friendliness, it goes in the... Like, I have had a coworker scream in my face and tell me, I say coworker, I'm basically a manager, so you shouldn't be speaking to me this way in the first place. But anyways, I had a coworker speak to me that said that I am like a robot, that her exact words were like, you're a robot that's incapable of feeling emotion. And she said that to me, and she's like, you don't have any emotion or sympathy. So I, like, if I don't react the way they want, that's what I get accused of. I see. Have no emotion, huh? No sympathy, no emotions. That's just wild. Later, she got mad at me at overreacting about something, and I had kept that in my back pocket that she had said that, and I was like, that's funny, I thought you said that I didn't have any emotions, so I don't know how I can be overreacting to anything if I don't have a reaction. She just stormed out. It's like, okay, can't have it both ways, lady. Did you report her for ableism? It wouldn't work. I live in Texas. They don't care about that. Like, and this is another, she's also neurodivergent, and she's always like weaponizing it and using it as an excuse. And then I'm just like, okay, meanwhile, I don't understand. I don't know what you want from me. Like, everyone has their struggles, okay? That doesn't mean that you get to take it out on people when you're having a bad day. And, like, I understand. Neurodivergence? Hell, I'm neurodivergent. Like, I get it. But you can be neurodivergent and an asshole. Being neurodivergent does not excuse you when you're being a butthead to people. I believe you faked caring about me for so long. That's impressive. I mean, what can I say? I'm just so good at faking it. I don't have the energy to be fake. Like, if I don't like you, you know I don't like you. I'm not about to, like, lie to your face. I don't have time. I don't have energy. That's literally autistic myths from the 90s, right? I was explicitly promised that I would be able to take things out on people. WTF? Oh my gosh, promised by who? Promised by whom? That's so funny. Hi, Fred! Good to see you. The frog is starting to exist. Makes me so happy. Look at the little frog. I mean, it's not anything right now. It's like two legs. I'm so excited. That's another thing about cross stitch, especially something like this that's in parts. Like when I stitched the acorns, it was so fun seeing each acorn like appear. I love that right now this just looks like some green dots, but it's going to be a frog. When I got my neurodivergent welcome letter, of course. Oh my gosh. I never got a neurodivergent welcome letter. What the heck? What the heck? You're just their favorite, London. You got a personalized letter. Mine maybe got lost in the mail. Cross-stitching has been great for my mental health. Yeah, to me, cross-stitching is like coloring. Like the paint by numbers. So there's something about hobbies like this where it's regular. You're just following a pattern, right? But there's something very comforting in that. You just follow the pattern and it'll mostly come out the way it's supposed to. That I think I love knitting. Sometimes knitting stresses me out a little bit more, but I think that's with some of the patterns that I choose to do, to be fair. I tend towards like fancy lace and cables and it's tricky, and then I'm like, why is it so hard? This is cool. Yeah, cross stitch is great. It's like real pixel art. Yeah, no, exactly. It's just pixel art on fabric, and it's so fun watching it slowly come together. Yeah, this is a bookmark that I'm doing, but it's a stitch along, and so the pattern designer is revealing a little bit of it. So you're supposed to work on it a little bit every week. I am a little behind. So what I'm working on right now is the week 2 stuff, and she just released the week 3 stuff, so I'm a bit behind. So trying to catch up a bit today. You probably misfiled it. You know what? Gotta blame the husband for that then, because he's the one that keeps all of our files. I cannot be trusted with that level of organization. Okay, I need to keep my place, because I don't... Where am I? I just finished this row, so I'm here. Yeah, because I did... No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. You're right. That's a cool way to do it, right? Yeah, stitch-alongs are really fun, and then it's a little bit less... It's less intimidating because you only have a little bit to do at a time. Except I went out of town once or twice and during this period, and so I've had a little less time to work on it. Also, because I started working on this thing, and this has been really fun to do, so I keep working on this too. So I'm just juggling these 2 projects right now. And then I have a third really big project that I have been neglecting because of both of these, but I've been chipping away at this for over a year. Little bit. Sometimes I'll just let it sit for months and then I'll come back and knit and stitch a row and then it goes back into storage. But this is this ginormous... You can see it. This is going to be very large when it's done. Like, I've rolled up this part. Like, this is going to be a very big piece when it is complete. So I'm not in a hurry on that one. I think it's fun to have a nice project that I just chip away at a little bit at a time. Oh, hi Fallen Rain! I have 5 finished pieces, 5 whips, and 2 ideas for new ones. Odd DHD over 900. I relate to that on a spiritual level. I understand. What the heck just happened? What is this? Was there like a knot or something that I messed up? No, I got it. Okay. Right. So 1, 2, 3, then jump, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Fallen Rain, you're getting close to the 3 digits on check-ins. Oh my gosh. I need things small enough to do before the hyper-focus latches onto something else. I completely understand. I think that's why I found these small projects so charming. Because then I don't have to worry about it so much, it'll just be over. Oh no, human hands. My immersion is broken. I'm so sorry. Hey, I have human hands in my model too. What do you mean? I have hands. My hands. That's good to see you. My hyper focus. Oops. That's right. I don't know if that's exactly where it was. Stunt hands. Right. Oh my gosh. Stunt hands. How do you know it's me? This is just my hand double that I point at. I'm like, yeah, do that. My hyperfocus is Final Fantasy XIV and my main job is Weaver, so in the cutscenes I cross-stitch, call that meta. Oh my gosh. Stitching and you're stitching, I love that. Oh my gosh, thank you for the gift membership! You're so regular with those, I appreciate you. Right, let's add some points in time. Adding a bit to the clock and to the points. So we're about 40 points away, I believe. Yeah, about 40 points away from the next goal. That's wild. And 40 more points, so $20 worth of donations. I will have to write a zine, a zine length, like, solo TTRPG. That's exciting. Coming up, very close. Okay. Which I'm finishing out the form, by the way, for polygons to fill out for what the one-pager is going to be about. I'm probably going to do that after today or tomorrow. Post it. Ooh, wait a second. Hold. I just saw that the public access Kickstarter has posted a thing. I want to see what's up with that. What is it? What is it? I would like to see. I typed kickstarter.com instead of kickstarter.com. Where did the notification get sent to? Oh, there it is. Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. One of the artists suddenly passed away. Oh my gosh, that's wild. That's so sad. That's tragic. Always tough to get that sort of news. Sad. Buy Unleashed! Buy Unleashed! Gosh. Is it the, Oh yeah, I think... Let's see here. We're getting to that time. Oh yeah, it's the Pokemon Cup and everything. Let's see. I think I still... Wait. I think I'm good, because like I said, I'm not going to be on for a bit. So I'm gonna try to finish this little section, and then I think that'll be it for the stream, because the Magic Cup is on. Okay. But I got a good chunk of that hand done today, and I want to finish a chunk of this frog. I'll be cross-stitching during the Magic Cup as well, honestly. That's what I was doing yesterday, as long as I'm not too riveted by what's happening on the screen. Progress. But honestly, the stitch along, the designer has been really nice, and she's just like, hey, don't feel pressured, like, people have stuff going on in the summer. If you... Oh. No, I messed up. She's like, if you can't keep up, you know, it's okay. Don't feel like you have to. It's really friendly. I may wind up doing this the whole afternoon. Hey, I mean, you're in good hands. Cheeky's gonna... Cheeky will be as well. It's funny. Mostly because I have not gotten far. I mean, you did! You just had to backtrack a little bit, and that's okay. Now you've learned. I want to see y'all's progress, though, because Cheeky seems like she's gotten into the groove of things. I have to fill this part in with like a lighter green color, but you can see the frog is starting to form, right? This is its back leg, this is one of its front legs, and then so it's gonna be kind of curling up this way. It's so cute. And then I have to do a little bit of like a French knot for its eyeball. Frog! Yeah, froge. Oops. Up a little bit. Pattern. So we need this one. Oop. Yeah, I'm excited for the Magic Cup today because we are doing the doubles matches, and those doubles matches, we were only allowed to use baby Pokemon. It was very interesting coming up with those pairs. I don't do doubles very often, so I don't know if I have any, like, sick strats for doubles, but, oh no, it's not a knot, though. How did this happen? What the heck? Oh, I did make a knot. I don't know how. I don't know how this knot happened. What the heck? Oh, I think I might have stitched through another strand. I see. What the heck? Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh my gosh, not say pony taking my glasses again. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is safe. There. This should be okay now. Oh, hi, Lil! Good to see you. How are you doing? Squint maxing time, I know, right? I have cool glasses, though. Have I shown y'all my new glasses yet? Ugh. I can't tell if it's blurry because I took them off, but they're pretty neat. Ugh. I like these kind of retro style glasses. Oh no, not the glasses war. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is safe. Well, those are fun. Yeah, I love them. I will say I haven't gone in to get them adjusted yet, and they're a little tight, so when I wear them for too long, I get those like dents on the side of my head. I love the crossbar. Me too. That was a big thing for me. of like why I wanted to get. I went back and forth on a pair, and this is the pair I ultimately got because one, I like this little crossbar. Two, I like the way the nose bridge is like this little curve, because there's some that had it more of like an angular looking nose bridge that I didn't really like, but these are real fun. You can see there it has the anti-blue light, so that's why they seem a little yellowy. I don't know if it's a gimmick, but I do feel that staring at screens doesn't strain as much when I have these anti-blue lights, so I think there's something to be said about them. I used to have a crossbar one with the low lens. Oh, that looks so cool. I'm running out of points. You win, Saypedia. Yeah, say always wins. Here, I'll show you an example. Yeah. Challenge you to a card fight with the flower borb. So powerful. Yay! Yay. Did it make a knot again? What is happening? The only context I can beat Mary. Oh, it's only one thing. So. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I put this stitch in the wrong place. Dang it. I was like, man. Cursed. Okay, so I think this one, yeah, it goes one in, so it's not supposed to line up on this side. I messed up. Hi, Fluffy! Oh my gosh, that's so cute with the little butterfly wings. That's adorable. Hello! How are you? Hey, 2-2. Let's get 2 and 1 on the end there. Do. Hope you get something good woven. Nice! Orange spined unicorn fish. Nice. Thought my cat came to visit. I saw them in the corner of my eye. I seem to have just hallucinated. do 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 do. All right. Got that row. Now this one, it does look like it's the same width. Two, three, four. Two, three, four. Skip four and then just do one. One there. Do I want to skip four? Yo, I just noticed he may drink LaCroix. I like LaCroix too. Yeah, I usually drink the Ramblers, but this grapefruit flavor is nice and neutral when I'm mixing it with things, so. Yeah. I love sparkling water. It's fun. It's a fun way to enjoy different flavors without needing, like, a bunch of sugar and stuff. Yeah, it's only 4 stitches. I'll just jump. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I think I will. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this row and then I think we're gonna go ahead and raid out an end for today. Made some good progress and I don't want to miss too much of the magic cup. Because I know we don't have to be in the green room all day, but it is fun, and I enjoy hanging out with everyone, so... I'm sure I've already missed some of it, but that's okay. It's just the very beginning, and I can go back and replay. Alright. Oops. Go. Okay. Yeah, so... we got a good amount of progress done on both of these, so I got another several rows of this hand done, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but dang, that linen, the thin linen, I'd have to go back and fix because I did a whole row wrong, so I think that's pretty good. And then I got a little bit more of this frog done here. I'll probably keep stitching this one during the magic cup because it's just easier. It's nice, and then I'll be able to work on it like this without having to worry about it blocking the camera, because it's hard for me to see where the stitches are supposed to go when it's blocked like this, because I can't see the light and where the needle is. But if I pull this up, then it's really thin. It's thinner fabric, so I can see where the needle is supposed to go without having to flip it over every time. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this nice chill stream. I really would like to try, it's tough, there's only so many days in a week, but I really want to have at least one crafting stream per week that is, you know, whether that's painting miniatures or knitting or something, or honestly could just have a creative day where I filter doing several of those throughout the day, you know what I mean? I really enjoy it, and it's important to make time for your hobbies, and for me, because I have so much to do, streaming becomes free time for me in a way, and so it's hard for me to do things when I don't stream them. For better or for worse. And then sometimes too, it's like, oh, I want to play this game, but I want to save it for stream because I really want to see how the community would react to this game and such too. So it's a little tough, but really appreciate y'all being here. Really appreciate all of the support for, I don't know, just everything that I do, because I pivot a lot. I try a lot of different things, and I appreciate y'all being here pretty much no matter what it is that I'm doing, and it's always a pleasure hanging out with y'all and chatting about this and that, so thank you so much for being here today. Let's see where we can raid out to. Let me switch screens. Uh-oh. That's, well, you can see what the pattern looks like. That is a... I'm not supposed to show that, I don't think so. Let me put that away. There. I wanted to put this screen up for a moment while I look for a raid target, because I know that takes a minute. Okay. Change colors real quick. Hehe. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Nebula. Thank you. Let me see where we shall raid into. Oh, you know what? I'll just raid into the Magic Cup. Because I'm about to be there. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Where are they at? Where are they at? Wait, did they not start yet? Where is it? Is it? I thought it was supposed to start. Oh, it is. No, yeah, they're doing it. Where is it? Huh? Why do I not see the stream? Oh, there it is. Oh, they're only doing it on Kappa's channel again? Okay, well, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna raid into there, and I will be in the green room, and I will be battling today, so you will see it. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support as usual. I am streaming tomorrow. I'm doing, what is it? Oh yeah, my Obsidian Q&A is tomorrow, so I'll be working on my Obsidian vaults, and then if you have any questions or things you'd like to try that are Obsidian TTRPG related, let me know, because that's what I'll be looking at tomorrow. So come hang out, come work on Obsidian for your games with me, and yeah, we're gonna have a great time. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.